break, I want to say condolences to the family of Les Richter, Marilyn, his wife, that whole family. Les passed away today. He's instrumental in NASCAR being on the West Coast. He was the president of the Riverside Raceway. He also brought IROC to NASCAR, that whole world to NASCAR. He worked at the worked with the California Speedway too. He was a vice president at NASCAR as well. Just a great figure in the garage area for racing and for NASCAR, and a heck of a football player.
Yeah, all pro football player, what, eight times and a Hall of Famer. And you know, Les Richter actually was the vice president of competition, and Mike Kelton succeeded him in that role when Les went out to help with the California Speedway to get it off the ground. But you know how Dale Inman has always picked on people in the garage area.
Yeah.
Dale Inman was so strong, and I know he did you, he picked on me. Well, Les Richter used to pick on Dale Inman.
Yeah.
So that's how strong he was, because Dale Inman was the strongest guy in the garage area, and Les Richter would play with him like he was a little kid.
I think back in the 1950s, they traded a whole football team for Les Richter.
11 players.
11 players
they
for Les Richter.
For one. Les Richter. That's how important he was. He was actually called the coach in the garage.
And an incredibly nice man.
Yeah, it's just someone, when you saw him coming, it put a smile on your face. And he loved NASCAR racing, and he was such a huge friend to this sport, and he's certainly going to be missed by everyone in this community.
So again, a former NASCAR official, Les Richter, passes away at the age of 79. Again, we're under our third caution of the day from Michigan International Speedway. This one for weather. There was some rain spitting in the backstretch, and so some of the drivers made mention of it. That's why we're under caution right now. Again, pit road was closed, so they're not allowing the trucks to make their way onto pit road as of yet. We'll wait to see if they open up pit road, and it looks as though pit road now is open, so the field making their way back onto pit road. We go to Chris Devoda.
Well, it shows you what I know, Rick. I said the track looked great, but the precipitation has ended down here in pit in. Timothy Peters has a great race truck. The only thing he's complaining about, a drivetrain vibration. He said he needs a forward bite, so you'll see adjustment and 4 tires for the 17.
Krista, in the middle of the screen, you see the 18 of Kyle Busch. They're pitted right in about the middle of pit road. The crew will go to work on that Toyota Tundra. For him, he's going to make an air pressure adjustment in the right front. Top of the screen, you see that Bass Pro Shops number 3, Austin Dillon, saying his truck went from a real tight condition to very loose. So Danny Stockman said, let's go back to the air pressure we had. Dillon will be the first off pit road. David Starr actually beats him there, and the 18 is next.
The great thing about having the first pit stall is you have to go 15 feet. I walked it off earlier today. 15 from the front of your pit box to the line that they look to set everyone up when we restart. So a good pit selection for that team. And welcome back to Michigan International Speedway. You see the field making their way around the 2-mile oval. The Duplicolor Bed Armor What's in Your Bed promotion has launched and continues until August 31st of this year. Entry is open to legal residents of the United States and who are 18 years of age or older. Entry requires submission of an image and description of your truck and use in one of 3 categories. Limit 1 entry per person, household, or street address per category. Odds of winning depend on the number of entries on the website. To enter and for official rules, visit www.bedarmor.com or void where prohibited. Let's go back trackside to the number 3 pit stall, right?
Well, Rick, whenever we were calling the pit out there after the round of pit stops, I wasn't quite sure if Austin Dillon was the first to get out or not. Here was the situation. As he was making his pit stop here, the guys came in, they were doing the work on that, and as they dropped the jack on the number 3 and he started to roll away, Austin Dillon, I thought, maybe had a problem. But what Danny Stockman, his crew chief, told me was that he had just missed second gear just a tiny little bit. But the important part to remember is that white line right there is all they've got to race to. So the 3 did beat the 81 off the end of pit road.
And if he missed the gear, or if he did it on purpose, Phil, he wanted to gas that thing up all he could to get to that white line and then coast from there to the speed line, therefore not making too fast in that segment. So he did perfect. He got across that line in a hurry.
Guys, it's starting to pick up rain a little bit here, a little harder than what we thought earlier.
We're hearing that rain is coming down here in our position on the roof.
We thought it was just on the back straightaway there at first, but it's moved over to the front side here. You can see the fans there.
Not too many of them are taking cover.
They're taking it really well so far.
NASCAR is going to bring the field onto pit road. Again, the rain has picked up just a bit as we've completed 37 laps. This will be 38 when they hit the line on pit road.
You know, Stacy Compton's going to lead this race for a long time. Because he's leading now. He did not come down pit road, as well as our buddy Hermie Sadler in the 48 car. He right now runs second in front of Austin Dillon, who was the first truck off of pit road. So Stacy's got a pretty good length of time in the lead here, probably.
Who's going to get our Aaron's lucky dog?
I believe it's going to be Norm Benning in the 57 truck. What do you think of that?
Norm
had a good run at Texas last week. I think he got a top 20 finish, didn't he?
He finished 17th.
Yeah.
Best finish of the year for Norm.
Certainly.
There you see the moisture on one of our camera lenses, and you can see it on the back of the, that's looking back from the top of some of these trucks.
That might be Jennifer Jo Cobb's roof camera right there. There's Johnny Sauter.
Johnny Sauter.
Jennifer Jo on her birthday running along in the top 20, so good start for her.
So they're gonna put the covers on these trucks as the rain continues from Brooklyn, Michigan. We didn't think the storms were going to be coming through, but some isolated showers are taking place right here at the racetrack. So they're covering up some of the pit stalls. They're getting covers for the trucks. And while they do that, we're going to slip away for a quick break. You're watching the VFW 200 right here on Speed from Michigan International Speedway. Stay with us. Hopefully just a short rain delay.